So I came across this really cute recipe on TikTok for 3 ingredient chocolate pine cones made with Oreos, cream cheese, and this cereal coating for the outside. So I thought, let's give it a shot. We have our Oreos here. We're going to use 20 of these. We have our cream cheese here, which we're going to mix together with the Oreos to create our pine cone shape. And we have our cereal, which we will be coating the pine cones with to give them that quintessential pine cone appearance. So let's get started. If you have a food processor, you can blitz these up in there, but what I'm gonna do is take out the cream from 20 Oreos. This is 100 grams of cream cheese. I'm just going to microwave it for about 10 seconds just to soften it up a little bit so it's easier to mix. Then go ahead and add the Oreo filling. And now we just want to mix it all together. Now I'm going to go back to our Oreos and try to mix them in this smoothie cup. So that actually worked really well. It's turned into a nice fine crumb. So now that our mixture looks like this and it's all combined, we can start to roll these out into our pine cone shapes. The recipe calls for 6, so let's split it down the middle into thirds, into thirds. Take one section, it's pretty sticky.
Start by rolling each portion into a ball and make one end more pointy and leave the other end flat, which will become the bottom. I made a few smaller ones too, in order to have a variety of different shapes and sizes.
So I have this sort of cereal. It comes in these little shell shapes, which we are going to use around our little pine cone body.
Place the cereal pieces into the pine cone body by placing a ring of the larger pieces on the bottom of the pine cone, and work your way up by incorporating more of the smaller pieces towards the top.
They're just like so soft. They definitely need to be refrigerated. Okay, I'm gonna work on these and then we will report back. So we're obviously here on a different day now, but I wanted to show you guys how these little pine cones turned out. So I think they look pretty realistic. I love the shapes. They're so fun. I couldn't find a chocolate cereal to cover the pine cones with, but I used sort of like a light brown shade, and then I actually dusted them with cocoa powder in a bag. I just put the cereal in a baggie, shook it around with some cocoa powder, and I got the same sort of chocolate color. So I think they look pretty good. I think these are gonna be so fun to make for the holidays and a perfect addition for your cookie box. Enjoy!